14, day 12, Friday, March 27th. Making these quarantine math problems is starting to take a toll on my health. I've been up till 12:30 every night the past few nights, but it's worth it for the good of humanity. They need to see this time chronicled through math. Mr. Butler works for 75 minutes every day on the 3rd grade quarantine math. He works for 28 more minutes on the 4th grade quarantine math problem. He works for 63 minutes on the 5th grade quarantine math problem. How many minutes in all does he work on quarantine math?
What up, my quarantine people? Back at it again today. We are getting a move on it. This is our last video of our 2nd week of doing this, although I guess for 3rd grade this will be our 1st week. So let's get right into the problem. If you are a loyal quarantine math or Instructabeats subscriber, you know we love our sides check strategy here. So let's go ahead and start with our statement, because this question is a doozy, as my old man used to say. Okay, so our question said, how many minutes does he work in all, or me? So I'm going to say I, you could say he. I work blank minutes in all, right? And so we're looking for how many minutes I work in a day. Now, when I go back, if this is my guiding light, if this is what's going to be important for me, then that means I'm going to identify anything about minutes or anything about working, right? And that's what it's going to be important. So I should have identified that I worked for 75 minutes on 3rd grade. And then here's the tricky thing. Here's where if you really are rushing, you're not going to catch this. I didn't work for 28 minutes on 4th grade. I worked for 28 more minutes on 4th grade, right? So that means 4th grade is going to be 28 more than whatever 3rd grade was, right? And then I also worked for some on 5th grade. I worked for 63 minutes. That should be an equal sign. 63 minutes on 5th grade, sorry. And then I want to know how much I did in all. Now, the way I develop my plans as much as possible is by using a tape diagram. And for this one, I have an additive comparison model right here because I'm comparing 4th grade and 3rd grade using addition. You might have solved it a different way. As long as you're developing your plan somehow, that is what we want to see, right? So we have 3rd grade here, okay? So 3rd grade is 75 minutes. So I'm going to make my 75, okay, 75 minutes here. And then 4th grade was the same amount as 3rd grade, okay, to start. So we're going to have my 75 here. But then it was 28 more minutes than that. So I have the same equal group, but then I'm just going to tack on another 28 minutes. And of course, 28 minutes shouldn't be, it should be a little bit less than half of 75, right? Because you want to show the relationship as much as we can too. And then I also just had 5th grade. Now, 5th grade wasn't comparing anything. It just said 63 minutes, right? So 63 is going to be a little bit less than 75, right? And then I want to know how much I had in all. So I know how much I had for 3rd grade. I don't know how much I had for 4th grade because I have to add my part-whole model together here, right? And so I'm going to have 75 plus 28. Wow, that is... I was doing really good, being neat. And that's going to be, 13, regroup that. And so that's going to be 103 minutes here. Okay, so 4th grade was 103 minutes total. And then a lot of people would stop right there because they've done one operation. This is why I write our statement. This is why I do our tape diagram and put our question mark. We're not done until we've answered the question mark. I haven't added 3rd and 4th grade and 5th grade together yet, so I can't know how many I did in all. This is why you develop your plan, because a lot of you guys might just have stopped and said your answer is 103, right? Or you might have added 103 to 63, okay, and got 166 and said that was your answer. But that's just 4th and 5th grade. Now you also want to add 3rd grade. So now we've added 4th grade and 5th grade. So now I need one more, 75 I need to add to that, okay? Scroll down. It's 11. Regroup your 1. 14, regroup your 1 to the hundreds place. So I have 241 minutes in all. So that is the answer to my question. If you weren't careful though, you might have just said your answer was 166 because you added the 3 numbers you saw, but that's not the case. Again, because 4th grade was 28 more than 3rd grade. So that's why I like to develop my plan here. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us in your first week of quarantine math for 3rd grade. We have really enjoyed having you. You guys have been rocking it out with the views. Please share with your friends or anybody else you want. And this weekend, as you're having fun, not doing any schoolwork, make sure you wash your hands. Don't touch your face. And I know it's tempting because it's going to be nice. Don't go outside if you're feeling sick, right? Stay inside, stay healthy. And as always, stay safe, do math. I'm out.